In the heart of change, where shadows dance, midlife women take a brave stance. From career shift to emptiness, facing challenges, they do their best. Health and wellness, mind and soul, seeking balance to make them whole. Empowered voices, they rise and shine. On this journey they define. Confused to focus with Lekeisha, guiding hearts through life's transition. From confusion to clarity, finding strength in unity, holistic wellness, personal growth. Together we rise, fulfilling all. In the glow of dawn, new paths unfurl. Every woman a radiant pearl. Holistic health and wellness goals, nurturing minds, bodies, and souls. Self-discovery in every stride, breaking barriers, no longer hide. Achieving dreams, they set their sights. With Lekeisha, they ignite their confused to focus with Lekeisha, guiding hearts through life's transition. From confusion to clarity, finding strength in unity, holistic wellness, personal growth. Together we rise, fulfilling all. From confusion to focus, we'll find our way. With Lekeisha's wisdom, we'll seize the day.
Welcome everyone to the Confused to Focus Talks with Lekeisha. This is a journey where we go from a journey of feeling stuck to becoming unstuck. And I'm so excited that you're here with us today. This is a great episode, family. I really believe you're going to love it, of course. Like, this is the last week of Mental Health Month for men. Wow, Mental Health Month. And it's really important for men to really know how amazing they are and they're going to thrive together. As a coach, and I'm so excited about it, transformational and identity coach, I'm so excited to be able to shed light into our amazing men, to let them know just how amazing they are and how amazing they can soar. Honestly, just being committed to wellness, committed to loving yourself and be dedicated to that is so amazing. And our men need to know just how amazing they are. So this title of this particular episode, family, is really vital for me. And it's called Vital Reminders for Men's Health, having the checkups, wellness, and self-care. Honestly, I believe that this is something abundant for each and every one of us. And if we have a man in our life, we have young boys, we have young growing teenagers, and definitely we have our amazing elderly family. They need support, they need help. And a lot of times we as women, I will say that, we need to be able to remind them just how amazing they are. And definitely, honestly, with these tips that we have to share for today, is really going to be abundant. And I promise you, it's going to really be able to hit home for each and every man in your life and even the man that you know in your community's lives. So family, do me a favor. Make sure you subscribe to this amazing YouTube channel and connect with a friend. Let them know that we're having this conversation. I promise you it's going to be something abundant for them to hear, because, they may not understand or may not know that this is so vital. And honestly, just after this conversation is over, they're going to receive amazing tips and tricks in order to know to move forward ahead, family. So I'm so excited for us to get into it. When we talk about this particular conversation, it's important for us to know just how we can actually begin to move forward in it. And honestly, sometimes a lot of us may not know, and I'm talking about men and women, family. But this is Men's Health Month right now. It's important for them to really know just how vital they are. So we're going to talk about a few tips on what's going on with it and how amazing it is. So before we get into it, I'm going to tell you amazingly how this month means so much. My dad meant so much to me. He literally was a man's man. He really wanted to make sure he took care of home. He wanted to take care of home so much so he wanted to make sure that, his wife definitely had everything she needed and his children as well too. Make sure that the studies were able to be coordinated with them, with us. And he made sure that we had the best schools and the best upbringing and education. In order to do that, he felt the need for us to go to a certain type of establishment, which means he wanted us to go to private schools. He wanted us to at least have that opportunity for us to see that. And he knew that by us going to that school, it was really going to broaden her horizons and for us to be able to really think on things that were bigger than just what we were located at. I grew up in Detroit, and I loved where I grew up at. I grew up in the east side of Detroit. What up, though? A lot of us in Detroiters, we know what it's like to really be a city, and we know how to hold it down. My dad knew, that we wanted us to have that opportunity for us to really be grounded into focused on the right things. So he began to sow into us, pretty much began to make sure that we had the education in that. Mind you, it wasn't free. So he knew that. So he had to say, I have the income, but I need to make sure that they have what is going to be needed for them. So not only he had the income, he wanted to make sure that the surroundings were correct. He wanted to make sure the environment was correct. So with that being said, I felt like he really overexhausted himself. He wanted to make sure everything worked out. And so much so that he really overworked. So he went to work, right? And he began to achieve that. But he would come home very, very tired, very sluggish, He wouldn't say much word. I always told my dad was a man of few words. So he never talked about a lot of things. So anything that was a problem for him, he kept it within himself. He didn't talk about it. He just kept it within. That was a process, and that was a pattern that he began to do. I say so much so, it began to be a pattern when it comes to his signals for his health. Pretty much he would go to his medical appointments, but at the same time, it would be delayed because other things became more necessary to do or more important for them to do at that moment. With that routine, that became a normalcy for him. So much so where he began to neglect the things that the doctor was telling him to do. So he began that process of wanting to pretty much say, okay, I'll wait to do that. Or I don't know if I do that right now. It came so much so where it became the risk of his life. First, he had his first heart attack, and then the next one came about. So I'm saying this to say for a reason is because he didn't correct the behavior that the doctor told him to do head on the first time. So much so he said, okay, I'll take this medicine, I'll do this, but I'm going to still go back and do what I'm doing. So I'm saying that to say he really did not take it as a vital necessity for him to make those changes that he got. So it caused so much so, he's an avid tennis player. He loved tennis. With that being said, him loving tennis was so amazing. The only thing is his body didn't hold up to that regimen of him loving the tennis. My dad transitioned on the tennis court, and I'm always honest about that. I tell people like this is something that was tragic, definitely because it happened to my dad, but I wasn't in the state when it happened to him. I was working in a whole nother state, hearing about this happen to my father. One thing about it is, it's so much to say is that episode happened, but the problem is, it could have been something that could have been different. It could have been a different process that could have happened. If he, would have actually took care of his health, took care of things that he should have done, it probably would have been a different process that would have happened. He would still be here. My dad loved to eat, just like all of us love to eat. But at the same time, it really probably wasn't good for him to live the way he was living with it. So I say all this to say, I love my dad. I miss my father. But at the same time, one thing about it is he was a man of God. He really was. But he always taught us to really take wise counsel and to achieve that wise counsel and to work at it. and begin to move in the process of working towards it and completing it. One thing I would say, he didn't die in vain because I'm here. I'm here to hold the torch, to make sure that that everybody else is reminded that it's important for us to definitely listen to our doctors, listen to the great counsel, listen to somebody that you trust, connect with your friends, connect with people that you know that you care about. And if you see something different, it's important that you do it. So I'm saying all that to say, on a good note, that my dad's legacy lives on. And I'm so excited to be before you today to be able to have this conversation. So I hope that really encouraged somebody today just by that little story. Because my dad was a man of God and he loved his people around him. And he was always that one smiling all the time. Wonder where I get that from. But you know what? He was always that person that always cheers somebody up. I want you to be cheered up today, and I really appreciate this conversation. We're going to go ahead and get into it, but before we get into it, we're going to say hello to Instagram. Instagram, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, everyone, for coming into the room today. I'm so excited that you're here with us on the Confused and Focused Talks with Lekeisha. We're going to have an amazing conversation today, family, talking about all things mental health when it comes to men. This is Mental Health Month for Men, family, and I'm surely know that this is going to be a great conversation that we're going to have. We're going to be talking about the vital reminders for men that they need to have to make sure they take those checkups, those wellness appointments, and self-care as well. We're going to let them know the importance of how regular checkups and how the overall health and self-care is how vital for us all. Definitely the grooming in themselves as well, and for us to live an abundant life. Listen, life is going to be abundant for each and every one of you. And I promise you, it's going to be something that's great for us to get into. So I'm so excited for these amazing conversations that we're going to have today. We have amazing questions that our men has left us with, and I really want to go into it. And I definitely have the answers for you. So let's go ahead and get into it, family. We're going to go into it, and we're going to be talking about the importance of regular health checkups. So let's get into it. Question number one. Let's go. Why are regular checkups crucial for obtaining health? Great question. The reason why it is so important for us to definitely have our regular checkups when maintaining our health, family, it's important for us to understand how important and vital that those vital reminders are. Definitely for you to keep up on your regular checkups and make sure you manage those and make sure you keep those in a place where you are always reminded of it to make sure you're there on time. It's important for us to make our appointments. And if you need to set those appointments, set them. I would say definitely schedule them outright. If you have like an app, make sure to have an app that's there for you. Like if you have an Apple Watch, if you have, an Android as well too, at the end of the day, there's so many different applications. Have reminders. Remind yourself of this because a lot of times life can get in the way. And honestly, we can be on board on our schedules and we can forget. We really can forget, but it's important for us to never forget about this because it's so important for you to always get those checks on time because you never know. I hate for you to make an appointment and then you miss the appointment and you can't make the appointment again. And they'll tell you, okay, you can't make it for 6 months. I don't want you to ever be delayed. I want you to always get everything you need to get because how vital it is. You just never know what you may need at that appointment because that's something that's going to be shared with you. That's going to be something that you can move forward in and make some adjustments for yourself. It's important for us to maintain our health, family, and always be recommended to be consistent with it and always understand that the process is going to be great for you. It's going to be in your hands. It's important for you to hold up the matter for that. It's important. It really is. I promise you it is. As we continue. What are the essential health metrics men need to monitor, like blood pressure, cholesterol, BMI? Really great question. Wow. One thing about it is for each and every one of us to really be engaged in our activities that we have to promote our mental health, family. You need to have a process. Like meditation is really great and definitely our exercise and having hobbies. Do you have a favorite hobby? Yeah, I know you do. Definitely be uphold on that and definitely make sure you move forward in that. And honestly, begin to make that as a mantra for yourself and keep it as a routine, something that you love to do. That is going to be great for your wellness. Honestly, like I would say this, if you take like 10 minutes each day to meditate, however you meditate. You know, a lot of people have different ways to meditate. I really love meditation. If you like meditation with music, meditation with the arts, definitely meditation, you know, with your whatever you have moving forward ahead when it comes to that. You can actually look up even different processes, family, whatever you like to do. Begin that process of meditation because I promise you it's going to be great for you. Honestly, first thing in the morning, honestly, meditations really work because you know, when you wake up in the morning, you're waking up at a brand new day. You're not bombarded with anything else. Nothing has started yet. And now you're able to, I want to say, woosah. It's like having that really amazing time and process for yourself so you can just elevate and really just concentrate on you. That 15 minutes of time or like 10 minutes or 15 minutes of time, you know, is really going to be a great process for you. And honestly, it's going to be something you crave. Honestly, it really is. Now, unless you're keeping up with that, it's going to be great for you. Like a breathing exercise. Breathing exercise is going to be great for you. Honestly, being able to understand how to breathe in and breathe out. That is really going to be something vital for you. You're going to feel so good when you do that. Honestly, when you're dealing with, you know, life, you really just need to breathe. Honestly, just learning how to breathe. A lot of times we don't know how to do that. We think about it and we don't realize that, yeah, I breathe every day. No, I breathe. No, really, do you really breathe like you should breathe? Really taking time to just breathe in and breathe out. Just having that process, having that mantra. Honestly, it's going to be well with you. Honestly, your lungs are going to be feeling really good at it. Your body is going to be feeling good at it as well. And honestly, you're really going to do your brain really great at it as well, too, when you're breathing regularly like that. Honestly, it's going to really soothe you. It's really going to feed you, honestly. And honestly, it's really going to be a process for you. You're going to think clearer. You're going to think clear. You're going to have a process that's really going to function for you. And honestly, I believe that you're going to really begin to create even more. Being a creative is so important because I love creating, family. That amazing, you know, application that you really want to achieve, things that you want to do, you know, and you don't really know how to do it. Honestly, when you're doing your breathing exercises, when you're just really doing your meditations, those processes are really going to be great for you. And you're going to be able to be very creative. You're going to be very creative. You're going to really lean into yourself and you're really loving yourself and you're really going to be honored by yourself. Just really giving them that time. Honestly, being able to have those processes, you're going to be mindful. You're going to be encouraging. You're going to be forgiving. You're going to be in a process where you begin to forgive. You can not even think about anything else other than happiness at that point. You're going to be encouraged to lean in to make sure to encourage another. You're going to really have grace for others. You're going to be in a process where you're put in a position to do that. I promise you, you really need it and you're going to crave it. Honestly, that practice is going to be something that's going to be great for you. You're going to be so creative. You're going to be thinking on different opportunities in order to move up and do great things, and you're going to function even better. And honestly, it's going to be a process that's going to really reward you in the end. I promise you, if you incorporate that in your process. I am leaning in on this because this is going to really, really encourage you and really going to do something beneficial for you moving forward ahead. It's important for you to do that. Now, I will say this too, connecting with a small group. If you really need to connect with people, connect with somebody small, like-minded people, like-minded friends. Connect with them, like a men's group. I'm telling you, those groups work out. And I have seen how men, when they have their men's groups and they feeling really charged up and they feeling like they could take over the world, I'm telling you, when you have those groups, honestly, I believe that you're going to be just encouraged to do some things all together. You're going to do new things and you're going to create new ways of achieving accomplishments that you want to achieve. You're really going to maneuver and do great things. And I promise you, it's going to be something that's going to be a benefit for you. Teamwork makes the dream work. I'm telling you, when you work as a team, because you don't have to work by yourself, family, working as a team, connecting with others, that is going to be the best benefit for you. And I'm telling you, this is going to be definitely a transitional phase for yourself moving forward in that. So always know that that's going to be great for you. I really honestly believe it will. It really, really will. As we continue. How does mental and emotional wellness play a role in overall health? Whew, this is great. Wow. One thing about this particular question is really great, and I really am excited that this was asked. honestly, when we start beginning to take care of ourselves and really monitoring ourselves and understanding just really what is needed for ourselves to really live life and to live life abundant, we can really achieve anything. When we begin to understand that if we take that time out, if we really take that time out to really encourage ourselves and really understanding how we're really just leaning in to understand our own emotions, we're able to achieve even greater things. A lot of times, I really say this, a lot of men, you know, just being in a household full of men, I'm just telling you. So a lot of men, they really feel like, I don't want to share this. I just really don't have time to share this. I really think this is just way too much for me. Honestly, I really am upset about this particular episode, but you know what? I'm gonna tough it out. Let's not even think about that. Have you ever told yourself that not to think about something? Because I know this is hurting me, and I really feel like I want to express my feelings on this. But you know what? Men don't cry. Men don't express their feelings like that. That's the need to toughen up. Need to be a man. Have you been told that? I'm just telling to my men right now. I really feel that men need to understand that you need to be true to yourself, and it is okay for you to express your feelings. It's okay for you to be you. It's okay for you to understand and actually feel. When you hold things in that is not well for you, that you may feel like there's something that you've been done wrong, or you feel a certain type of way, you really got to be able to express it. You need to bring that out. Bring it out in such a positive way. Like, you need to journal about it. You need to get a strong friend. You need to connect with somebody that you're really going to be able to connect with. Honestly, just you need to be able to share it out. You need to do something like go for a jog, go for a walk, do some type of activity. Begin to do things that's going to be well with you, that's really going to be able to maintain a great spirit in order for you to continue to move forward. Because if you holding it in is not even going to do something that's going to be good for you. Because holding anything in it's doing something to you. It's eating you up. I would say that. Honestly, it's really going to affect your body. It's going to affect it in a way that's really not going to be good for you. So, honestly, it's important for us to definitely be able to encourage to love on yourself, and to be able to encourage to definitely take care of yourself in that way. Honestly, if you can't, like I said, if you can't reach out to somebody, begin to do an activity where you can actually begin to shake it off in a way where you're actually able to work things out. Going for a run, going for a walk. You have to connect with a strong friend, to connect with somebody, a phone call. It's important to do that. When you begin to think about that, honestly, you're going to take care of yourself. You're going to actually be able to let things go. You're like, wow, this conversation was meaningful. I'm so glad that I talked to you. I'm so glad we had this conversation. You just really uplifted me. I really feel like I can take over the world. I can really do some things here. I don't feel neglected as much as I felt before this conversation. I'm telling you, you're going to change somebody's life if you just open up in that way. It's important for us to definitely do that. So it definitely plays a role in our health. It really does play a role in our health when we are acknowledging that, because it's so important for us to definitely not keep anything in, because what it does, it's going to definitely be a benefit to your blood pressure, be a benefit where you have less stress. Because remember, I talked to you before, I said there is two types of stress. It's like the definitely the non-affective stress, and then it's eustress, which is healthy stress. Because, you have an activity, you have like a promotion, you have like a new job, or you have a new company, you have a new environment, a new place to go to, a new location. That sounds amazing, right? But you got to be able to appropriate it. You got to be able to maintain it. You got to be able to manage it. You have to be able to appropriate everything and acknowledge it in a great way for yourself. We want you to live a long life, but we want you to definitely begin to live a life with a great journey moving forward ahead. And that's way is we take account of what you're dealing with at that moment, and always begin to appropriate it. If you're feeling a problem, begin to write it down. I'm telling you, write the problem down. If you're feeling great, Write that down. Whatever it is, begin to journal. Journaling is always going to be a great way, a gateway for yourself, because it's really going to pull yourself in a position on. I want you to begin to understand that life is just going to be life in sometimes. Sometimes you're going to see things if you're watching on TV and you realize like, wow, I did not like that scene. I want you to definitely begin to understand that you saw what you did saw that you didn't like, and want you to turn it around. I want you to be optimistic. I want you to be positive anything that you see. And if you don't have to see it, I want you to begin to not pretty much put that in the priority to watch. Honestly, I understand the news is out there. If it affects you in a way that is making you feel lonely, it affects you in a way that's making you feel really bad after you watch it, I would say I would probably choose something else to do, something else that's going to be a happier sight for yourself, like watching some comedy or maybe hearing about something later while you're in a place that's really happy. I don't want you to bombard you down with that and thinking that that's going to be well with you. If you, I'm gonna be honest with you, like the president's elections and things like that, and that's good for you, watch it. But if it makes you feel not so good, I would not watch it. And it's okay. I want you to protect yourself. I want you to protect your well-being. I want you to protect your environment. And let me tell you this, you matter. You matter. So I want you to understand just how valuable you matter by protecting your surroundings, your safe space, protecting that. Now, if you have to listen to certain things, then okay, but always maintain that. Put boundaries, set boundaries in that place for yourself. Therefore, you have control over your environment, over the episodes that you see. It's important for you to begin to work in that amazing way. Honestly, when you appropriate that, the sky is the limit for you. It really is. And then you'll be able to journey life in a great way. And then you're going to feel better. It's all about the feeling, family. It's all about how we're feeling. If you're feeling high and feeling excited, continue it on. If you're feeling not so excited, a little bit upset, a little bit, challenged and really mad, think about those things. That's probably something that you want to not do and not be around. Definitely if you can control it. Now, if you're working, sometimes we may not like where we're working. I'm going to be honest with you. You may not like it. But I want you to put yourself in a place where, in a different mindset, I have a place to work. I am creating income. I'm so happy that I'm creating income. This is doing a benefit for my family. Begin to think about the things that are great about it. And that's what you want to focus on. And then you'll begin to say that I am just so happy for this place of employment. I'm just so happy for this job. I'm so happy about this particular location I'm at. I'm creating income for myself and my family. Begin to think about that. And then when you see the smile coming on your face, keep that going. And it's going to be great for you. I promise you it will as we continue. What does self-care mean for men and why is it important? I like this. This is really important. Self-care is so important for each and every one of us, family. And for our men, it is vital. It is truly important. Honestly, dedicating time throughout the week to take care of yourself, those activities that, that you've been putting off, I'm telling you, it's time to do it. Like those exercises, those hobbies that you like. Honestly, I have a friend that likes barbecuing, taking out the grill. That's fun to do. I'm telling you, watching grill channel is something that's amazing. If you're a foodie like I am, I'm telling you, bring that out. Bring the guitar out. Get on the piano. Those activities are great for you. If you put a smile on your face, let's keep it going. I promise you it's going to be great for you. I really like that. Definitely doing something relaxing. If you need a massage, make an appointment for the massage. Definitely if you need to definitely begin to doing something like maybe a run or a jog, or let's schedule that marathon. If you like doing that, make sure you schedule that. If that makes you feel good, make sure you do that. And I'm gonna say this: when it comes to self care, massages are great, and also manicures and pedicures are great. For men, I'm telling y'all, family, schedule your appointment. I'm telling you. Guess what? There's going to be some men there with you, I promise you. Because let me tell you something. I don't want it to be something that is just a, a, a process that's temporary, or something that is something that I can do another day. No, it's something that's going to be a benefit. Let me tell you something when it comes to the massages, not just the massages, but for the manicures and the pedicures. Pedicures are going to be something crucial for you. Honestly, beginning to, really take care of your feet, are crucial to you. Even your hands, man. I'm telling y'all, the cuticles, those need to be cut. I'm telling you. And when they're cut, honestly, when you're grooming yourself, honestly, that particular person that's going to be able to do that for you is going to see things that are there that probably need to be really taken care of. If there are cuts and things that are there, they're going to see it. If you got dirt or things just, hiding in your toes and things of that there, somebody needs to take care of that. Honestly, taking care of your feet, I really will tell you this: definitely begin to look up, foot care, because taking care of your feet, you definitely want to make sure you maintain that, because listen, that's part of a process. That is an organ for you, and you need to maintain that, because we want you to keep your feet. We want you to keep your hands. I'm military. Being a veteran, I have friends that had limbs and they don't have them anymore. And I promise you, they wish they have them today. So definitely be grateful, be thankful for what you do have. I want you to take care of those items, take care of your body, take care of the limbs that you have, family, and start thanking God for it. I promise you, it's going to be a blessing for you when you begin to maintain that practice of taking care of yourself. You deserve it. Self love. I'm telling you, men, make sure you do that. Schedule your appointments. I promise you, it's going to be well with you. You deserve it. Yes, you deserve it. It is something that is necessary. Also, it is not selfish. A lot of times somebody may have told you that it is selfish. It is not. It is not selfish. One thing about it, it is self-serving yourself. You need to take care of yourself. It's just like when we say, when you're on the airplane, put your mask on first before you put somebody else's on. So that's almost a process of you taking care of yourself, making sure you're taking care of yourself. You deserve taking care of yourself. It is not selfish at all. It is not something that is not abnormal. It's not something that is something that, should not be done. Something that you should do. Take care of yourself. Overall well-being. You need to do that. Also, it's a few other items that you really just need to make sure to maintain. You need to maintain, the things that you say, the words that you say. Those are something that we need to maintain, because, when we maintain our mouthpiece, who we are, because we are constantly creating. We want to make sure our words are lining up with the things that we want. We want to say that, we want to achieve this goal versus I can't achieve this goal. You want to say, I can do great things in this world. I can do it. I can do it versus I can't. Change it up until I can. Always affirm yourself. Always tell yourself that you can do anything. Always tell yourself that you can apply anything you want to apply, because you can. Begin a rehearsal of you saying that I can do it. And guess what? Record yourself and begin to listen to it every day. I promise you, make it a mantra. Make it a mantra for yourself and tell yourself that you can do anything. As you begin to hear yourself or hear somebody that you know of, that process is going to be a blessing to you. And honestly, it's going to seep into your conscious. And I promise you, it's going to be great for you. Honestly, you're going to look back and say, wow, I could do anything. I could be anything. I can accomplish anything. And somebody's going to say, wow, you are really amazing. You're rocks. You're literally saying this to yourself. And you're like, yeah, I am. I'm telling you, It's going to be a continued pattern for yourself, and it's going to be a continued process that you need to continue to do. I promise you, you do. It really is going to be something that's going to maintain your health and your well being as we continue. How does grooming contribute contribute to a sense of well being and confidence? Whew, this is good. This is really good, family. One thing about just understanding how regular grooming is important for each and every one of us. Honestly, making that a self care, self loving process is important because we need to take care of ourselves. We need to enhance that. We need to make sure to be consistent with that and understand how we can thrive and how we can achieve success with that family. Honestly, sometimes, our men, we need to be reminded that, it's important for us to definitely customize time for ourselves, making this personal time, grooming ourselves and making it a routine. Honestly, understanding just how vital it is, understanding how vital it is that maintaining that is important for ourselves. Like we need to make sure that, we're doing those facial, massages, like having somebody actually do that. Yes, somebody actually does facial massages, family, and actually sculpting massages, also enhancing yourself in that way as a routine. It honestly boosts your circularism, like your body. Honestly, it really does hydrate it. It really does make a pattern for yourself. Honestly, doing that personalized grooming session and scheduling that, it is a mindfully think about it. It really is mindful for yourself to think about that each and every day, and you'll enjoy it, family, as you can begin to do that. Bring yourself in a calming atmosphere with music. Yes, honestly, and aromatherapy. Make it in a nice, glorious location where you can actually breathe in something great. Honestly, setting the stage, setting the room, and the music is really going to be something that's going to be great for you. Honestly, I believe it's really going to set the tone for yourself. And honestly, you're going to really, really, really love it. And honestly, it's going to be a process for you. Honestly, it's important for us to maintain that moving forward ahead. And honestly, I will say this too. It's important for us to hydrate in our nutrition. It's important for us to have a hydration routine in our nutrition routine. You need to make sure you're drinking your water continuously and making sure that's something that you do continuously moving forward ahead. Honestly, I would say make sure to have a 64 ounces of water a day, definitely. And listen, if you can actually bring it up and drink more, I would do that too. Make it a process for yourself. Make it something that is enjoyable for yourself. And honestly, your body is going to love that. Honestly, we are 70% water, and because that's our body is literally needing that. Honestly, the body is really trying to get it in each part of your body. So you really want to make sure you do that. You don't want to make sure that you are malnutritioned in that way and dehydrated. Honestly, you can actually definitely check in your urine. Is your urine clear and clear, or is it cloudy and dark? That'll tell you there if you're not getting enough hydration. You need to make sure you maintain that and recognize that. Recognize that and begin to change it quickly. As you change that process and begin to see the difference in your body when you're drinking more water, honestly, your nutrition is going to be even better. Make sure you're drinking your water and making sure that you are definitely being able to be acknowledging that your skin is going to feel better. Honestly, your nails are going to feel better and your hair is going to feel better as well too. So you want to maintain that. And honestly, that is all connected to your water, family, always. And definitely make sure you have a healthy diet. Definitely do a schedule for yourself, and definitely look at what you're needing, your nutrients that you need. Your vitamin B, your vitamin D, your vitamin C. Make sure you're actually thinking about that. Make sure you're maintaining that for your body complex. And also understand what your blood type is. Begin to understand your blood type and begin to work through that process as well too. You're able to maintain everything when it comes to that as well too. Those small things are important for you to begin to scale your life and moving forward ahead. Honestly, as you begin that process and understanding that what you need for your life, Honestly, that is a part of your grooming. That is part of your self care. That is a part of your love. That is a part of loving yourself. You deserve that. Have it a regular process for yourself. That routine. Honestly, it's going to build your self esteem. It's going to reduce the stress in your life. And honestly, it's going to contribute to your overall well being, family, as you continue to understand that moving ahead. I promise you it will. This is so, so great. And I promise you it's going to be a great, great process for you moving ahead, family. We're going to continue on. Let's go. How can men build a support network for their health and wellness journey? Yeah, this is a great question. One thing about it, I know that if you surround yourself with the right people, like minded people, family, and if you continue to encourage that, those individuals around your life, honestly, those support systems are meaningful. I would say, like, we used to say, like, having our mindfully classes and definitely your mindset group and definitely your team together. Honestly, those team members become family after a while. Begin to talk about the great things that you want to do. Begin to talk about the accomplishments that you want to do. And also begin to talk about, the achievements that you really want to soar into. And let's just say this, if you have a slump, if you have some issue with something, bring it to the team. And you can say, hey, I'm having this complex right here, this issue and this challenge. I'm bringing it to you. What do you think about this? Bringing it to the team. And guess what? They will have a solution for you. You just never know when you have certain things that's going on in your life, what's going to be a benefit for somebody else to answer. Honestly, I believe as you begin to understand just how amazing it is for you to have a support system, that is really going to be a blessing for yourself. Honestly, it's important for us to definitely have an accountability team, having somebody accountable to. Definitely, if you have a weight goal, having somebody that's there for you to say, hey, you know what? I really want to achieve this goal of 30 pounds in the next 6 months. I really need you to ride with me and make sure that I achieve this in 6 months. And that person may just be there to, help you out and say, hey, what have you been doing with this? Oh my goodness, I knew you want to achieve this. That's a great encouragement. Or, you know what? My water intake. I really want to drink this water and I want to make sure this is done, for myself. How you been doing for that water? Having somebody to help you out with that. Honestly, having somebody being there for you and connecting with you, honestly, it's going to be a great way for you to continue on with it, having an accountability person. Honestly, having that mentor, having that coach. I'm a coach. I'm a mentor. I'm telling you, that works. Definitely, listen, I will tell you this. Every coach needs a coach. I got a coach. I got a mentor. I'm telling you, that works. When you have somebody in your corner, that's not going to make you feel bad for having a challenge. You need somebody, like-minded people. I'm telling you, people that are definitely that is just like you, wanting to achieve goals and want to achieve success in certain areas. You're all a team. You're connected together. It's going to be a great benefit for you. Honestly, that accountability team is really going to be that rockstar opportunity for yourself. It's going to be awarding things for yourself. Honestly, you're not going to feel stuck. You're not going to feel scared. You're not going to be anxious. You're not going to slump in depression. You're not going to slump in the, woe is me, I'm by myself. The point is you're going to be able to achieve your goals as you begin to have an amazing team with you. Honestly, it's really going to be a great benefit for yourself. Honestly, I really believe just having that network of people connecting with you is really going to be a great, great resource for you to move forward in anything that you're looking at moving ahead. I really believe that is really going to be a great benefit for yourself. Wow. So I'm really excited about this opportunity to having these conversations, family. Really honestly, just having this opportunity for us to connect together and just talk about what it's meaningful for each and every man and what every man needs to be able to achieve and begin to move forward into. Honestly, every male, I feel like they need to have a great, great team with them and connection point. Somebody with them, because we're all having these feelings. Sometimes we feel like we're by ourselves. You're not by yourself. And I want you to know that you can achieve anything. You can do anything. It's important for us to be able to understand that moving forward. So for us to be able to go through anything in life and begin to go through our process moving forward and encouraged and excited. Long as you know that you're not by yourself, long as you know that you're not hurting somebody, long as you know that you're there being intentional and being connected with the right people, that's what you need to know. I need you to go out and understand that you can achieve anything, that you can build anything, that you can have great success, that you can definitely begin to move forward into clarity. All you need to know is that you can win. Mind you, I really honestly wish it was more months for men, but I know this month is just dedicated to you just this way. But I promise you, I want you to keep this going, man. I really want you to keep this going. I want this to be a constant process for you. I want you to know that you can do anything. Have that strong friend with you. Connect with somebody. I'm telling you, connect with the team that you got next to you. And if it's just one person, connect with that one person. I just believe it's going to increase. And let's say, if there is nobody, connect with yourself. Begin to journal. Begin to write. Begin to go out into an area where you can jog, where you can walk. Just start. Just start. It's important for you to start it out. As you start and begin to build, I promise you it's going to be great success for you. And I promise you, you're going to achieve anything that you want to achieve. But when I promise you, you're going to see somebody else that's just like you. And they're like, man, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad this is an opportunity that we can connect. That is all it is. And that's what I know that it's going to be great for you. Build your team. Build your relationships. Continue to start out with yourself. It's just you right now. Understand it's going to get better. Understand that you're going to be able to connect, move forward. Connect with your strong friends. Connect with your trusted friends. Connect with your family. Begin to take care of your health. Be mindful of your physical strength and your mental strength. Be mindful of this. Begin to nurture yourself. Begin to say great things about yourself. And I'm telling you right now, you are meaningful. You mean it. You mean anything that you can do, anything that you want to do, and you can accomplish it. And I promise you, you will. So I'm so excited about this amazing opportunity on the Confused to Focus Talks with Lekeisha family, just to have this conversation with you. This has really been vital. Men's Health Month means a lot to me. It means a lot, and I believe it means a lot to you too. So I'm so excited for us to continue on this journey together, and we're going to continue on. So with all that being said, I have an amazing opportunity for each and every one of you to connect with me with. So we have an amazing opportunity on the how to get unstuck, from confusion to clarity. So this is an amazing opportunity for us to connect in a free webinar that's going to be held on August 3rd at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, family. It's an amazing opportunity for us to connect, and we're going to talk about all those areas that we need to achieve success in. Sometimes we're feeling stuck. Sometimes we feel like we can't do anything, we can't begin, and we just need some clarity. We just need to understand our purpose. Well, this is the webinar for you, family. So I appreciate each and every one of you because us connecting together when it comes to this webinar, because this webinar is going to be an opportunity for us to be able to really bridge through ourselves or any issues that we're pretty much are having pretty much when it comes to, when we're in our stuck state. We're going to talk about that because that's a real thing. Definitely identifying the root causes of those stuck states. Definitely begin to understand how we can actually resolve those and begin to move forward in that. And also begin to shift our perspective. A lot of times we just need a perspective change. A lot of times we just need a new way of thinking. And we're going to be able to talk about that. Definitely we're going to be talking about setting goals, setting our goals in life. We need to be able to understand that setting clear goals, and we always talk about this SMART goals, it's called specific, measurable, achievable, and relevant, and time-bound goals, family. We need to make sure we do that for ourselves. And also, we're going to be talking about how we can definitely have practical strategies on how to getting us to being unstuck. Definitely, we need to know how we can get unstuck. And definitely, we're going to have a conversation and a Q&A session to talk about some of the issues or some of the areas that you just have challenges in that you really just need some help in. And honestly, this is going to be a great conversation, family, and I'm so excited about it. And let me tell you this, all attendees is really going to have a great time. They're going to be able to connect with each other. And if you connect with this particular opportunity, you're going to get a free copy of my latest ebook, Confused, Confused to Focus. That's going to be an opportunity for you. Now, mind you, this particular resource is going to be on Zoom. So make sure you connect with it and definitely go on my website, LekeishaMosley.com, family. This is a website that you're able to connect with me and a lot of the books that I have, the How to Get Unstuck, Confused to Focus, and definitely all the other resources that I have as well, and definitely connection with the community, family. And it's going to be an opportunity for us to ride together and have a great, great time together. And definitely you're going to have an opportunity to get your Soul Rockstar t-shirt as well, too, family. You definitely need to have that because that is the opportunity for our amazing young girls and women to understand just how brilliant they are. And definitely you're going to be able to be empowered with this particular t-shirt, and it's going to be a reminder of your empowerment and of your clarity and your purpose. And the colors are in the amazing pink and blue. Oh yes, this is really good. And they're at all sizes, family. So make sure you get your t-shirts and definitely begin to apply for your t-shirts for sure on my website, LekeishaMosley.com. That is such an amazing resource. I am so excited for this conversation, family. I really am. I really believe that each and every one of us are winning, and each and every one of us have received some clarity. Even as women, I'm telling you, men, we're here, so we're riding with you as well too. Men, I want you to understand how you are amazing and how you can achieve every goal that you're looking for. And by you taking a mindful concept and understanding how you need to make sure you take care of your schedules, make sure you take care of your health, make sure you take care of your life, and make sure you take care of your well-being. Just do those amazing, amazing practices, family, honestly, so we can all continue to see you for years, years to come. I just appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for coming to Confused to Focus Talks with Lekeisha. This is a time that we can soar together, and this time that we're always going to uplift each other. I appreciate each and every one of you. Remember, next time, make sure you bring a friend, and don't forget to subscribe to this amazing channel. And you know how we end this particular episode. And all you do, lead with confidence, understanding, and love always. Always know that you win. Always know that you matter. And I appreciate each and every one of you for coming in. And Instagram, thank you so much for coming here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Blessings to each and every one of you, family. Thank you so much for being here, family. Please be blessed. See you next time.